like I told you, I'll bring you to Amsterdam and meet the producer who does a lot of things. I have one of the great producers in Amsterdam. Well, meet Lodewijk.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you again. Lode, as you know, we've been working together for some time.
For sure. Yeah.
At Mill Lane. And you met some of people from my country, from Uganda, how we have been working. I would ask you to introduce yourself to Ugandans in Uganda.
Okay. All right. Well, introducing myself, my name is Lode, and you're probably wondering what am I doing here in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Well, let me start with saying that I'm really happy that I'm working and living here in the heart of the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, where a lot of things music-wise is going on, and it's also kind of a good starting point to go international and to meet international artists. So, well, let me tell you who I am and what I do.
Okay.
I'm kind of in the music business for a long time. I started as a musician. Started playing when I was 6 and never stopped. I never stopped playing.
What instrument did you start with?
I started with piano.
Okay.
But on my 12th, I got my first guitar, and that was of course awesome because I could play songs, pop songs, and so I was already starting a band at age 12, and I never stopped playing in bands actually. I still do.
You became addicted.
Totally addicted. Totally. Music is my life. Yeah. For sure. For sure.
I noticed.
Yeah.
I noticed because when I met you at Mill Lane and the way you did the settings, all the time checking the sound, the microphone, and all that.
Yeah.
It gave me that impression that because each time you touch something new comes out from the speakers.
Yeah.
More quality is coming out.
Actually, arranging sound and producing is kind of making music. It's like constructing and building sound and music, which is of course great to do.
Yeah. You said you started at the early stage, loving music. I mean, we all have something that drives us to something, inspires us to do something. I mean, at that age, I mean, whom were you looking at? So I mean, those kind of
the funny thing is that I come from a very musical family, artistic family. My mom was a ballerina. My grandmother was a good painter, famous painter in Holland.
In Holland.
And
what was your name?
Antoinette Linschoot.
Okay.
Wait, I have to cut this because it's not the right name.
Okay.
No, I make a mistake.
Don't worry, I'll edit it.
Now her name is Nettie Reunitz,
Yeah.
and well, unfortunately she passed away 2 years ago.
Oh.
At a very high age of 96. So
wow.
that was great life.
That's a blessing.
Yeah. But the funny thing is that at early age I was working with music, and I never thought that this was going to be my living. Although I came from this family, but I just thought, yeah, my parents, they just want me to study and go to school and have a job. And, but fortunately I found out that wasn't my call. My call was music, so and I never stopped. And it's an addiction.
It's an addiction, It's I mean, that's another thing that I want also my people to know, that a talent, if it's developed young, you get it, then it can become even bigger.
Oh, for sure. I'm so blessed that I started off with an early age, because I know how difficult it is when you start at later age, and to even find out what your talents are. And I see it with the young artists, the young musicians. that you can already spot the talent, at young age.
Yeah, young age. Yes.
And the trick is to also discover it a little bit with yourself, to get the drive to carry on. But because it's not only talent, it's also hard work.
It's also hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is all about. Yeah, those are the things I've been telling my people from Uganda. Because the whole of last year I was in Uganda developing talents in different sectors, fashion, boxing, and all that. And that is actually the main goal why I'm with you here, because I have this big project I'm working on in Uganda, and I know you as a professional producer, all that.
Because that was of course another career change in my life. Producing music, which is for me actually a natural development of being a musician to producing music.
Talk about that. I mean, I know you're a great musician. From there, how did you turn out to be a producer, producing music?
Of course, you start with your own projects, and you want to get a grip on it. You know, you want to form it, you want to create it, construct your own music, and then you find out that it involves a lot of things. It involves having a good song, having good musicians around you, but also the technical aspect, having a studio, recording. Recording is of course a big issue in making music, because you want to make this CD or vinyl or whatever. And how do you do that? And it's not just like, okay, I'm gonna meet with a couple of musicians and you play some music, you press on the record button and that's it. That's just not how it works. You need at least someone who is in control of the whole making of music. Right.
Yeah, so that's how.
And I found this incredibly interesting also to do.
So combining the two.
Yeah. That's
it became more interesting, or was it becoming more heavier?
Definitely more interesting for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
How interesting?
Because I find out that I could contribute a lot from the other side of the whole development of the music. I contributed, and it just made things better, made the music better. Sometimes you work with other producers, and they can inspire you. They can have they can put some ideas that you, as a musician, you didn't think of. And oh wow, yeah.
Then it clicks.
It's wait a minute. If we do this and kind of this, and now we know how we can
bring it together.
Yeah, and how we can approach our own music, which is quite interesting.
What I know about Holland, for example, if I go back, music in general, it has produced the best DJs. For the past say 10 years.
It appears to be that way.
So I got to know about Tiesto. And the new DJ
Armin van Buuren.
Armin van Buuren is the number one DJ today.
Right.
He's the one who played on.
Tiesto is the former number one of the world.
Yeah.
He was it like a couple of years ago.
So that's how I feel like. We are in the world of music. Because they produce their own beats and then they take over the world.
It's kind of because we don't really have a tradition in Holland of making music, which is kind of strange. In many countries, many parts of the world, there's really like strong traditions of musical styles, and in Holland we just don't have that. By nature, it's kind of strange. We always try to look across the border and see.
But picking ideas
take some from America, take some from England.
Picking ideas, because the great bands in the world, Holland is not there.
No, it's true. And so we are a different species, probably. Luckily, we are creative enough to make beautiful and great stuff with what we have. But we always look a little bit like, okay, there's some music from there.
I really like what you have said, because picking ideas from different societies, it gives you your own identity. If you don't exactly make it like that, you just pick that some idea.
Of course, it's not about copying.
Put it in your idea.
Yeah, it's not about copying, because copying doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
It will always fail.
Yeah, that is the thing I want my people to know, especially in the music industry, because we are wannabes. We copy. We don't come up with something original. You get it? That is in Uganda. Everyone is copying. You find that there is no original beat apart from the few producers who produce local music. For example, our traditional music. Those are the only originals we have.
Right.
But they come up, if they see, especially dancehall beats. You get it? That's why our musicians, they don't sell that much. Their music comes and fades out in a short while.
But it's happening all over the world. Even you know, if we have some artists in Holland that really that are doing great. A singer like Anouk, who is already like for 15 years or 20 years top artist in Holland. But all the producing, they're looking across the border. They're going to Sweden, to Norway, to other countries, to make new sound, to get new ideas. Because if it's not happening here, otherwise everybody is only copying.
It's only copying. Yeah, that is the thing I am challenging my people. That's why I'm actually here.
That's actually also the reason why I really love to work with foreign artists.
Yeah, exactly.
From all parts of the world.
So
I've been working with people from South America, from Africa, from Turkey, from Asia, and it just gives you, every time it gives you also new ideas, and you're inspired.
To another level, because you test different kind of music and working with different people, it gives you,
and of course nowadays with the world is getting smaller with the internet and everything. Everything is so easily approachable. You can even work side by side on projects, even if you're not in the same countries, with somebody 20,000 kilometers further. You can just build a project together, just sending back and forth. That's what's happening as well.
Yeah, that's interesting. So now, in this particular case, I have this project, as I told you earlier, in Uganda, and I'm challenging my people. The best in this contest is coming to work with you in Amsterdam.
That will be a challenge.
It's a challenge to you, and it's a challenge
well for me. I'm really looking forward for that.
Some of you have had some of the musicians from Uganda, for example. When we worked with Bebe.
Sure, we worked with Bebe Cool.
How did you like his music?
Always when I hear this new artist, and that are actually, I say new because he is not known for me. I didn't know him, I must be honest. But immediately I find it, okay, wow, so this is what's happening in Uganda. And well, let's bring it here and then see how they do here, how people will like it here, and of course I hope he will also be inspired by going to other countries, see looking around him, hey, what's happening here, and that will only get his music better. I found it really interesting.
The other year when he came here, we sat down and discussed about, because he had done something in Amsterdam. Unfortunately, the song we did with the producer, I don't know what happened to the studio that time. When Moses went back, and I was like, okay, I'm going to handle it. But going back to the studio after a week, I had some other things to do, you know, and it delayed me. Going back to the studio, the guy was not there, and I tried, then I didn't see him again. So we lost that.
Should have called me.
Yeah, you know that time I didn't know. You know, had I known, we would have come to you. Yeah, but so it challenged me, and in that I started looking at a concept in a bigger way, because he is a hit, but we are growing older. We have to leave some. I mean, we have to plant. You get it? Young ones,
of course. So the talent is there.
The talent is there. Yeah. So he told me, and I told him, okay, I'm going to find out. When I sat down very well, and I was like, okay, I have Lode, he's a producer. He has been doing with great musicians all over the world. So why can't we, I mean, work with you? And he has been moving around Africa, because his latest album, he recorded them in South Africa. His international hit, the song that went viral, it was Love You Every Day. Yes. It was a very big hit. I mean, it crossed the nations.
That's right.
Yeah. So he wants to go to another level. He has won the level of Uganda, the level of East Africa. Now he wants to go more international. Now that's why I want him to come and do something with you in Amsterdam.
That would be great.
That would be a great challenge to him and to you.
Yeah.
And in so doing, I don't want to end with Baby Cool. I want to start with Baby Cool.
Yeah.
Then the project is going that every year we have one lucky winner to work with you in Amsterdam. Yeah. So it's a competition in Uganda. That the best in that competition is coming to do an album with you in Amsterdam.
Super.
That is the challenge. That is the whole project. Yeah.
Okay.
So tell me about that challenge.
Do I take it on?
Yeah.
I take it on. For sure. Yes. And let some beautiful things come out of it.
Surely they are coming out of it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
So about this.
Oh yeah, my own project.
Tell me about this.
This is a funny thing.
Yeah.
I met this lady. She came to work for me in the Melody Line, where I doing all my shows and productions, and where I have my studio as well.
By the way, they know Melody Line because
they know Melody Line. Yeah, of course. And okay, I found out that she had this band together and she was playing already. And then she, at one point, it didn't work out with the band. She fired the drummer and she fired the bass player. And she was coming to me and said, Lode, do you know a good bass player? She already found a drummer.
Yeah.
Do you know this? Do you know a good bass player? I said, I can play bass.
Okay.
I could play with you. Oh, really? Yeah, really. Let's just try it out and see how it goes. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you like it, we go further.
Yeah.
So from that on, that was like maybe 3 months ago.
Okay.
We brought out our new single.
Wow.
Came out yesterday.
And listen to it.
Yeah, that's. I will put on the track that I have laid out here and see. And it's upcoming. I'm starting on the bass.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah. And it's being played on the radios now in
Amsterdam.
Yeah, well, all over Netherlands, some local, and we're hoping to find a big station. And, but it's going well, and we're having gigs and concerts all over Holland. Yeah.
Do you listen to that? Tell me about the style. Let me put that a little bit down.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, it's. I like challenges as well. So whenever I'm approached for new projects, then I usually say if it's interesting, I'm in. Even if I don't know the music style. I've been approached by Turkish bands and I've been touring with them in Turkey.
Yeah.
Traditional Turkish music. I never played it before, but it's so nice to meet new ideas and then new ways of making music. I work with musicians from Brazil. I work with people from Asia, like Argentina, Uruguay, which is great musicians. That's really great. Some reggae and dancehall bands that I was playing.
So tell us about the reggae, because reggae is reggae and dancehall. Yeah. Let's say raga. It's popular in my country.
Yeah, it's popular here as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. Even and actually all directions. You know, the raga, the more traditional reggae.
Yeah.
Although I always say to the people, come on, don't just play Bob Marley songs or trying to be Bob Marley, but expand a little bit.
Expand a little bit, yes.
Take something from here and there. Yeah. I've been playing for a couple of years with a guy from Congo Banga.
Oh yeah.
In his band, and it was reggae, but he mixed it with traditional Congolese styles.
Okay.
And that was really great to do. Yeah. Because it was like fresh.
A new idea.
Yeah.
And with Jamaicans, have you done something with a Jamaican?
Well, I've met Sizzla.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we did a production with him, and that was of course great. Also a bit challenging, like, oh my god, the great Sizzla is coming to him. And but everything turned out really well.
Yeah. And in African kind of music, apart from the Congolese,
I've worked with actually traditional African musicians, like really like the I don't have a no, I have it in my room, but it's like just the traditional way of the Mali from Mali and Guinea, those kind of styles, a lot of drums, you know, traditional instruments. But always they came to me to ask me, can you record and produce us, because we want this new kind of flavor to it, even if it stayed like in a traditional way. They came to me because I have my own approach of recording the music and to
so when you get to it, you sit. I mean, once it sinks in you, you get to know how to do it.
Yeah.
You first approach it.
I want to approach it fresh and not like somebody tells me, yeah, you can turn it off. It's a bit loud. It becomes very loud at the end. Because for me it's not fun if people just tell me, yeah, we play this music and it needs to sound like this and this and this, and you have to do it exactly like that. And then you better not come to me, because I can be I want to put my own
ideas into it, to create a different thing.
Because I think it's necessary. It's necessary to create new music. Always try to expand your borders. It's very important.
It's not to do in the same box. You always want to go out of the box.
Of course.
And that is the thing. Especially people in my country don't know. People in my country, they have this one thing. Once they get that one thing, they don't know outside.
Well, it's a good starting point, of course. But from that on, you are just not there yet. You have to expand.
That's the thing I'm doing. I'm trying to open their eyes. I'm doing my best to see that I bring something new to them. You get it, so that people can start. I mean, thinking out of the box. To get it, to create more. That originality makes it unique. You get it.
It's still nice to maintain traditional aspects of the music. You shouldn't step off of that, but it's all about
building on that
and crossovers of different styles, which creates.
That's the thing, because it's just, I mean, spicing the idea.
Of course,
but in my country, it's not like that. Completely, people are.
But it's it's a pity, because there must be a huge amount of talents walking around there, and they just need to be grabbed by the throat and come on,
do this, do this. The talent is there. The talent is there in my country. If I let me get my phone, I'll show you something.
You like my bass guitar? Right?
Yeah, man. This, if I have, by the way, band. I'm building also a band in my country, and but I'm lacking instruments.
All right.
Yeah.
I bought this one in 1985.
Oh yeah.
And it's still my baby.
85.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
I'm holding a pleasure. I'll show you some videos. This is the whole project. Let me first show you where is the project. This is the whole project in Africa. It involves a lot of things. It involves the models.
It's not only music, that you do.
It's not only music. It's talent in general.
Yeah, right.
You get it. Now I'm training TV presenters. I'm training models. I'm training MCs, DJs, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because in my country, it is not seen as a talent. It's not seen as a job. It's not seen as a life-giving thing.
Okay.
You get it? Yeah. Yet people can live in Europe. Here, people live on it. We know, yes, musicians, but initially, even when a musician started making life out of music, people didn't know that there's this kind of thing.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Now, this whole project involves all these talents. They are all young, and I want to expose them to the world.
Right. Yeah.
And it's, to me, it is a business. To them, it's also a career.
Of course.
Something that they can live with it. It's a talent.
Yeah. But I know it doesn't come easy.
It doesn't come easy.
No.
It doesn't come easy.
Yeah.
It's a hustle. I know I'm fighting that much to make them understand.
Yeah.
Because in my country there's what I call a chikwate. It's something they know. They are stuck on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't want to turn around. What they know is what they know.
Yeah.
Don't tell them what is a new thing. They don't like new stuff.
Yeah.
They just want to go with what they know. So I have like, these are dancing groups, and soon I'll be making dancing competition. I have been in touch with Dance for Life, and every year they have a challenge, a competition. So I'll be.
And you're making it a competition to really get the best talents out of it.
Out of it, yes. And then the winners, say in the dancing competition from Uganda, they are coming to join dance. They'll be in that.
And who is judging them? Who is judging the
at the moment,
best?
it is the nation. Everyone is going to vote on this project.
Okay.
You get it. It will have judges and all that. But I open it to the public since it's a business.
So the public can vote as well.
Yeah, it's a TV program.
Nice.
So and I like all this I'm doing as a TV entertainment. So the people will be judging, the nation will be judging who wins it. Like now there is boxing, junior boxing. I also set up a challenge, that is the winner, who wins to come to a gym in Amsterdam.
Wow,
A fight or something.
Ngolola! Ngolola baby! Ngolola! Ngololo, 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 ngolola baby! Ngolola!
Ngolola, 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 baby.
I'm back on the signal!
Ngolola, ngolola, ngolola,
Achieve Touch Production! Lego andalula nalina kukana solo Bangolola bubine banje kechi wato Benzinyo bano